What's up, guys? Welcome back to Deck Tech for Decks. I'm your host, Caleb. If you want to support me, you can now follow me on Patreon. Not only is it the best way to support the channel, additionally, you'll get more say in what decks I cover. Special shout out to my high contributing patrons. Newsome, you rock. Additionally, you can always use that TCGplayer link in the description down below to help out the channel. Now, let's get into today's video topic with the number one thing you can do to become a better Magic player. And guys, that's goldfishing your decks. I recently did a video, and this is kind of going to be a follow-up to that video about how to accurately rate your EDH deck's power level, and a lot of that has to do with goldfishing. And then in that whole video, I mentioned goldfishing like 9 times and never went over what goldfishing was, so that's 100% on me. So in this video, we're not only going to go over what goldfishing is, we're going to go over how to goldfish your casual decks, what decks don't goldfish as well, and overall, we're just going to go over some comments and concerns of the other video and kind of just my response to them. And then after that, I'm going to do a couple goldfish sessions myself with some of the decks that I built on the channel. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The first thing I want to talk about is what is goldfishing, and guys, that's playing your deck solitaire style. My favorite way to do this is Moxfill, because doing this in paper is kind of annoying. Every time you fetch a land, every time you do anything, fetch a creature, you're having to shuffle your library, and it's just kind of but all you have to do, upload your deck list on Moxfill, and they have an amazing way to goldfish your decks. And again, I'll go over how to do that, and we'll go and look at it at the end of this video. Then, once you have that deck loaded, you're going to try to win at turn 7. And that's kind of where I think the goal for casual decks should be. Another kind of pushback I got from that video is not every archetype can win by turn 7, and that's definitely true. Like, you have your control archetypes, you have your goad archetypes, and you have your stacks archetypes. Those are not going to be trying to win turn 7, but those don't see a lot of casual play. I know some people just love control decks, but as a whole, control deck is not like a huge factor of, a huge part of the casual archetypes we talk about. It's just, you probably have a control player in your playgroup, right? Those decks are not going to try to win turn 7. Those decks are obviously going to go a little longer, and honestly, they're kind of hard to goldfish. But the way you get better at goldfishing those decks is you goldfish the decks that try to win turn 7. So now you have an accurate representation of where your opponents are going to be. And then your job is to try to keep up with them value-wise while goldfishing. And the only way to do that is to goldfish more often. That way you can have an accurate knowledge base on where those decks are going to try to be. And then the next thing you have to do is take it against your playgroup and see if it works. That's another thing I wanted to cover. A lot of people are like, so is there no interaction? Do I have to expect interaction? No. You're just trying to prove with goldfishing that your deck works. If you can win accurately turn 7, you know the bones of the deck and the strategy of the deck works. So now you go and take it against your playgroup, and if they remove one piece and the whole deck falls apart, you know that you're going to have to go through and add some interaction in there. And this is just a solid way to do it. Another thing goldfishing does, if you're consistently winning turn 7, that means you are drawing cards. You cannot consistently win turn 7 without drawing a lot of cards. So then it's going to be very easy once you have your card draw engines down, your main base strategy down, to add in the interaction you need to accurately defend your win con. So again, that's why I think goldfishing just is going to make you a better player. Another thing goldfishing does is it's just going to make you more familiar with the deck. Some of my most powerful decks are my most powerful decks because I play them most often and I know the ins and outs of that deck. And again, some of my play group, they're like, hey man, let me try that deck. And it does not do what they wanted to do in their hands just because they don't know the deck. So when you goldfish, you're going to find some interactions that you didn't even know were there when you built the deck. A good example of this is I recently built a Zahili list and I went through all the interactions and everything. And then someone was like, hey, you know those 2 cards just go infinite? And I was like, nope, did not know that, but I do now. And that's just kind of what you find while goldfishing. You'll just find some interactions you didn't know you put in there, and then you can put that into use against your playgroup, and just that makes you look like a better player, and you will become a better player off of that. Another question I got was, what do you mean by a turn 7 win? Am I trying to kill one player? Does he have 40 life? Am I trying to kill all 3 players? Do they all have 40 life? And the answer is I want it to be exactly like it is in EDH. You got 3 players, they each have 40 life, and you need to kill them by turn 7. Now I will concede, like, hey, if you can kill 2 players turn 7, that next one's probably dead turn 7. or turn 8, I mean, you can probably chalk that up to a turn 7 win, right? Your deck popped off turn 7. That's just what you're trying to do here. Another thing I'll kind of concede is sometimes you will goldfish a turn 8, and that's going to be fine. It's casual after all. There's 100 cards in your deck, and sometimes you're not always going to get the most efficient lines. So it's going to be fine that we sometimes turn 8 kill someone, turn 6 kill someone, and turn 7 kill someone. We're just trying to make sure that we personally know the accurate turn our deck is trying to win by. That way we can tell other players. If you don't know the turn your deck tries to win by, you just don't know the deck. So at the end of the day, I just want to make sure you know your deck, and then you're just going to be a better player, and you're going to smash face way more consistently. And people are going to be like, what happened? When you're smashing them with the same deck, no upgrades, all you did was learn your deck. And like I said, this is what I think is the #1 way to become a better Magic player. Now, without further ado, let's get into this goldfish session. That way we can talk shit about how many misplays I make. Alright guys, let's start this goldfishing session. Let's try the Myco Tyrant. I got shit for not enough lands, so let's see if they're right. Okay. Yes, we're keeping this. We will drop Evolving Wilds. Well, we'll draw our card first. We'll drop Evolve. Oh my gosh, Grave Troll. Okay. This looks set up, huh? This is a hell of a hand. Okay, next turn. Oh, okay. I was like, is that a glitch? No, never mind. Okay, we're gonna bring out Elves of Deep Shadow. That's probably a misplay. Actually, yeah, we can Elves of Deep Shadow here, and then we'll just Terramorphic Expanse, and then we will grab a Swamp. And then we'll go to our next turn, go here, and then we can just play out our Myco Tyrant. Boom. I like it. All right. And then from there, we're going to end the turn. We're going to go here. Let's play out a Grizzly Salvage. So we will reveal the top 5 cards of our library, and you may put a creature or land card from among them into your hand. So let's see what we got. Oof. Oh, interesting. Dang, we got bombs. I kind of don't want to mill those, but let's see what we want here. Insane value here, but also I think these are 1, 2, 3, 4 permanents. So if we keep her, we'll get 4 mana next turn. So I like that. We're gonna put her into our hand, and then we're just gonna run her out. Yep. And then we'll go to our end step, and since we descended 4 times, this guy will now be a 5/5, and the only thing that's kind of slow is the tokens. We're just gonna run with counters for these guys. Oh wait, did we descend 4 times? Yeah, only 4. So there should only be 4 there. I'm not gonna take that counter off. Next turn. Okay, pretty decent. We could just double our commander's power to 10 and start hitting people. That sounds like I'm all about the violence. I say we do that. 2 mana for the Skullspore Nexus. Also, guys, this card kind of busted. And then yeah, we could just start hitting people. Yeah, let's just start hitting people. That's the way to go. Okay, so 10 power coming at you, trample, 10 damage to some dude's face. Pretty solid. Now, we do have 5 mana here. So I'm thinking we just run out the Grave Troll. Do we have a sack outlet? We don't have a sack outlet. Okay, so here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to Buried Alive, and then Buried Alive will at least descend us 3 times. So that's pretty cool tech there. What do we want? We want a dredge effect, actually. Probably is what we're looking for. Dun 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 dun. Okay, boom 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 boom. Creatures. What is taking me so long? Okay, let's just go ahead and get... Okay, Hogak probably. Oh, Hogak is in the graveyard already. Interesting. Yes, we need dredge effects. I'm sorry, guys. This is embarrassing. All right, we'll grab this guy. Let's see. What else do we want? It doesn't really matter. We'll grab this guy. He's a big boy. And we'll grab this guy. Okay. Throw these in our graveyard. That'll descend us at least 3 times, and we've got a giant commander. So this will go to 7, if I'm not mistaken. And then, can we do anything else? No. Okay, next turn. I think I could have tapped and done Tribe Elder and then descended another time, but oh well. We're not too worried about it. Okay, instead of drawing a card, did I draw this card? I think I did. We're gonna put that back on top. I want to get my Golgari Grave Troll. Yeah, we'll dredge 4. Graveyard, 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 graveyard. Okay, 3 hits and a dredge piece. I like it. And then we're just going to run out. We've got 7 guys here. Oh, so this guy does go up 2. I think we just double the power and kill that other guy. Yeah, we're just going to kill that other guy first. So one of our opponents already dead. We're in a good position. Now, let's run out. We have 7 guys. We could just start beating somebody. No, we'll run out this guy. He'll be massive. So we'll tap down. We tap down 2 lands and then 2 of those. We'll do this. We'll sack this. We'll search for a land. And I think that'll be close to all our mana. We're just going to say yeah. I'm not being too... So that's... We descended 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. We'll get 4 more creatures. This guy's busted. This will go to 11. This guy will go to 12. So yeah, we can kill that next guy. Now, do we want to... We want to dredge. It draws automatically. I'm not cheating, I promise. Well, life from the... Yeah, we'll just dredge 3, get life from the loan back. Ooh, Necron. Solid. It is kind of unfortunate that I didn't draw into a sack outlet this game, because that would have been insane, because I would have been able to sack this guy and start dredging 6. How big is this guy anyway? 1/1 counter on it for each creature card in your graveyard. Interesting. That guy's wasn't there. Is it? With a 1/1 counter. Okay, cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, if I had Greater Good or Altar on the field, I could easily start reanimating Hogak with 11 creatures and keep sacking it to Altar or Greater Good, and that would be insane. But even this is still insane. Like another person's dead this turn, and then I'll probably have to kill the player next turn just because I didn't draw into anything to make these lethal. But I'm happy with a turn 8 win here. Do you guys want to try a different deck? This deck seems solid. That one seems brutally solid. Ooh, let's do Saheeli. New deck, right? We'll just scroll down. Give me a good one. I like it. We're keeping it. Okay. Draw a card. Ooh, Sundial. We'll do this. Look at this mountain. And then we're good to go. Run out my Goblin Welder. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty good game. I think I already feel it. Guys. Saheeli. And then we're going to pass. No, we really want... Not Boiler Works this turn. Okay, is it mill first or... Whenever enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 8 or more permanents. Okay, good. We're good there. Draw 2. Wow, rough. Okay, lands. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to go here, and then we're literally just going to Everflowing Chalice again. We're going to make a token copy of it with our commander, because that's what this deck does. It just generates an insane amount of value. Wow, okay, that sucks. That's unfortunate. Now, we can swap our original now. I kind of want to swap the original because I don't... Well, I guess we don't have enough to do that yet. Yeah, let's just Cyberdrive Awakener on the field, and we just got a 4/4 body. So we'll do that. And then this does nothing when it dies? No. Okay, so we'll just throw this to the graveyard. And... Yep. Oh, okay. Here's the plan, guys. Here's the plan. We're just gonna start doing Baylor stuff. Baylor is the man, all right? I'll show you how broken he is, all right? And then we'll go to our next turn. We did have to tap out for that guy, which sucks. But does Blink do anything here? Not till we get Terror out. Okay, we'll go to our next turn. Prize statue is pretty cool. Okay, now this is where we see how broken Baylor is. Do I have enough? I think I do. Okay, 5 for Terror. And then we're just going to get a Baylor copy. So Baylor enters, we'll deal 5 damage to somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the only problem with this is I do not know how many cards are in their hand. So let's be conservative. Let's just say there's 5 cards in someone's hand. We're going to attack with the original Baylor. We're going to deal 5 damage to that guy. And then we're going to attack with the other Baylor, deal another 5 damage to that guy, and then our Baylor will die, and he will take another 5 damage. And then we'll hit him with this. So someone that turn took 19 damage. 19... Sorry, 5, and then... So 20, and then 24 damage. So someone just took 24 damage. Wait, Terror of the Peaks trigger. Someone just took 29 damage. All right, going to our next turn. Now, I don't think we can kill everybody here, but I think someone's going to be in trouble. We could easily go ahead and do the Baylor thing again. I think that's the goal. I think we just Baylor again. Sadly, we don't have another huge creature to drop on the battlefield, or that would be busted. But we can just Baylor here. I think that's the goal. We'll go here, make another Baylor. We can actually... I don't even know if we want a Sundial because we kind of just want the die trigger, you know what I mean? So we'll do that. We'll get another 5 damage from Terror of the Peaks. Sadly, we don't have a way to untap our commander. We do have Soar. Oh, wait a minute. She wouldn't have haste. I was like, we could blink our commander, but yeah, wouldn't have haste. We could blink Baylor, though. Or anything just to get another Terror trigger. Yeah, so we are going to activate this, sacking this thing right here, putting this on the battlefield, and we will throw it on a Baylor. And this is a die trigger, right? Okay, dies, yeah. So we'll do that, and then we'll just throw out a prize statue just for some treasure tokens. It's not going to matter. People are going to die soon. Sundial of the Infinite we'll throw out there. Again, someone's going to take, so this is 1, 2, 7 damage here, 12 or 11 damage here. We took 5 from here, so that's 16 damage. And then you get 3 Baylor triggers. So someone's taking 3 damage equal to the amount of cards in their hand. That's going to kill another player. And then by turn 8, the other guy's dead. Like I said, sometimes you're not always going to get turn 7. Like, same with the Myco Tyrant. We didn't get to turn 7, but we did kill 2 out of 3 players by turn 7. So that's kind of what you want to be looking for when you're goldfishing. I'm kind of having fun. Let's do one more. This video is probably getting long. And I don't know how many. I'm testing this out. So let me know how interested you guys are in actually seeing this. Because like I said, kind of testing it out. I don't know if you guys are interested in just watching some dude play solitaire. You know, so it's going to be really valuable information for me. So if you have made it this far, make sure to leave a comment. That way I know people are actually making it this far. And then if no one leaves a comment, I'll know that no one made it this far and probably don't do more videos like this. But hey, we're testing something out. Henry Wu's kind of insane, so let's test him. I don't think he got the love he deserved. It kind of seems like a boring human deck, but oh man, it's a gross human deck. Okay, this hand isn't bad. It's kind of slow though. You see, 3 to let's do it. Let's play test it. This is kind of slow, though. I don't think this will net us a turn 7 win. Henry Wu is one of those decks, though, I will say, that he's literally just a value engine. Like, he generates a ton of value. So this is one of those ones that is kind of hard to win by that turn 7 mark. But just watch how much value we can create. Proceeds to do nothing all game. That's what'll do it. That's what'll do. Actually, we're going to save that for this cute. Ooh, I didn't get a green source, though. I'm a bad Magic player, so we have to do it now. Wait, what is this? Underground Stadium. Evolving. Da-na-na-na-na. Where are you? There you are. I don't know why I'm grabbing basics with fetch lands. It's okay, though. We're not too worried about it. Okay, we will Hornblade here just for the mana. And then next turn we'll skew. It's kind, like I said, it's kind of slow. That'll get us a little insect token. Where are you? Tokens. Give us an insect. Boop. Put you right there. And then we'll go to our next turn. No humans entered. Ooh, okay, this is kind of broken though. Yeah, we'll play Henry Wu out in hopes for card draw. That'll up that. This will die. We'll draw a card. No card draw, but Toxtral's pretty cool. if we could get there. We could probably get there if we get Hornblade big enough. There's a land. Okay, one. Oh, okay, this is actually the perfect land because we'll get two. What am I looking for here? I never know with these. Forest, plains, or island. Okay, let's get a forest. Forest, that'll net me 2 insects tokens. So we will go bum 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 bum. 1 and I scrolled right past it. Okay, we're just gonna make a token copy of this. 2 insect tokens, right? So that's pretty cool. And then this is tapped. I'm not a cheater. I am, but it's okay. And then we'll go here. Boom, we get to sack the insect token, and now we get a treasure token off the Pitiless Plunder, and we get to draw a card. Plus, this goes up to 3. Can we do anything for 3? We could just e-witness here, just for more treasure tokens. And this goes up. Yeah, we're gonna e-witness to return this to our hand. And actually, let's grab the good one, right? And then that'll net us another card and another treasure token. So we have 2 treasure tokens right now. You can see the value of this deck. This deck's crazy. Okay, we're just gonna say we have 2 treasure tokens. Is it alphabetical? Score treasure. I see you. I saw you. There we go. Okay, add counter, set counter. 2 treasure tokens. There we go. We have 2 treasure tokens. So going into turn 6, we're not winning this turn, not by a long shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not by a long shot, but we do have Dictate of Erebos and an insane value engine set up, right? This should be another one because of the e-witness. Because now we can easily just tap this for 4, 5, 6, 7, drop a Toxrill, right? So not only is that going to give us fodder for the rest of the game, it's going to start wiping our opponent's board away. So like I said, this is where we take control of the game very easily. Another thing we can do here is we can drop 2, 3, and then a treasure token here. We can drop and honestly, we could have board wiped. If we needed to board wipe this turn, we had a board wipe, and then we could drop Toxrill next turn, and then no one's getting back from that, unless you're running into like an artifact strategy or whatever. But like I said, that would have been busted. So we can Toxrill here. We'll get all the fodder for the rest of the game and a ton of card advantage. Then we can even slam down this, sacking another insect, drawing another card, and creating another treasure token. So this is down to 1. And then that will put a counter on Marin. I don't think we have any creatures in our graveyard, though. We've been able to just sacrifice tokens, which is awesome. And yeah, so this deck not winning by turn 7. Let's just see our turn 8. Turn 8, we would have 3 of these. So what you do now that we have 3 Toxrill tokens, we have a Scute Swarm. What we do now is we just cast as many humans as possible to draw as many cards as possible. We'll sacrifice, or we'll do this and we'll get 2 Scute copies. We got a Cyclonic Rift, just more board wipes. Treasure token, play this. Sacrificing one of the Toxrill, we'll draw another card. We're not getting there, but that's 2 humans, so you're at there. We could tap her for 6. But that still doesn't get us there. We could have done Dictate too. So I think at this point you just start sacrificing the slugs. So we'll sacrifice 2 slugs, tapping her. Is it any combination? Any one color. Ugh, that's gross. So we probably have to do her in a treasure to sack a slug. We got Helm of the Host, so we can use the remaining from her to cast this. I don't think we have enough to equip it. But again, this one went longer, but we're kind of in a demanding situation. And again, we have our board wipes here. I wouldn't say this is a failed one. This is just a grindier game. And honestly, it's one of those grindier decks. Some of our outs we were probably looking for there to win the game is our Kamal. Even like Coma would have started to get insane. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, Coma is insane. Primeval Bounty. So whenever we cast a human, we create a human token. honestly, we probably just would have slapped our Helm of the Host on Toxfro, and that would have been game in a couple turns as well. So, no, we didn't win the game, but we definitely took control of it there, and that says to me that we generated enough value to start getting there, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, let me know if you enjoyed or want more videos like this. I kind of enjoyed just playing my decks, showing them off, and talking about playtesting them and stuff like that. So as always, I would like to thank my patrons, especially my high contributing ones, Newsome, Excessum, Chicken Salad. You guys are amazing. I do appreciate all my other patrons as well. You guys are amazing. You keep the channel going. As always, I hope this helped you in your deck building endeavors, and I will see you guys in the next one.